So we came to Discovery in January of 2025, really looking to build a community based around faith. And when we heard that there was a group focused on building not only your faith, but doing that with a group of people from the church, we jumped at the opportunity. Jordan was the brave soul that decided to go first and test it out for us. And go ahead.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I was the one that hopped into it first. Like Sam said, the reason we started coming was for the connection, trying to find a good group of people. So I figured if I'm going to join a church and our family's going to grow here, the best way to do that is just to jump in full both feet. I thought Rooted at the very least let me find a good group of people to get to connect with, and at the best end up changing my life, which it did. Going into Rooted, I was atheist adjacent. I grew up fairly religious. I went to church most weeks, but never really believed with it. So I kind of kept that philosophy through high school, through college. I met Sam, who grew up Catholic, so I started going to Catholic church with her just because that was what she wanted to do, and I went with her. That's fine with me. As I got older, I started asking more questions. So that brought me to coming here. So what I wanted to get out of Rooted was, like I said, the connection with people, but to start to actually dig into the Bible. Before Rooted, I hadn't read the Bible since probably 4th grade. So that was the first time I had spent actual time reading it several times a week, discussing it at a deeper level with a varied group of people. Going through that process of Rooted, like I said, it's the only time that I've really ever spent that deep time with the Bible, and those questions that I had started to get better answers. And by the end of it, that just so happened that it was Baptism Sunday near the very end of Rooted, so that was a convenient calling. Seemed like a pretty obvious knock at the door. So again, jumped in, got baptized by Matt in March. It was a wild ride to go from really not believing to being baptized in 3 months. Not that that'll be everyone's experience with Rooted, but that was definitely mine.
Yeah, I think the best thing about Rooted is not only diving into, what the scripture says and what the word is, but having a community to do it with. You can rely on people that, it's not just somebody up there preaching to you, it's people that on a personal level now that have these real world experiences, that are bringing their own life and takes on things and explaining, the word in a way that you don't just get with one person preaching to you on a Sunday. So it's definitely a great way to deepen your experience, both in a community and with God.
Yeah, the community aspect was serious for me. It was odd to go through somewhat of a Bible study with so many different people coming from different perspectives. I think that was a lot more helpful for me. Because like I said, growing up, going to small town churches, it was just an old white dude saying the same couple sermons week after week. So this was the first time that I had spent that time really talking to a bunch of people about it. That definitely changed my mind about what I was reading.